I'm Jackie and welcome to my channel, Hearth and Apron. So Hearth and Apron here, it is all about homemaking motivation, whether it be for cleaning, cooking, decor, or just some normal everyday fun. Today's episode, we're gonna be talking about Mother's Day ideas, specifically gifts and a really scrumptious brunch idea. Now the gifts, I'm trying to show a couple different ideas from every budget. I hope that you will stick around and check this episode out. Don't forget to let me know what you think of it down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, you know what to do. Click that button so that you have all this fun motivation coming your way every time a new episode comes. So the first gift idea that I want to show you is something that you can do pretty much for free. I made this with my daughter when she was about 3 years old for my husband, and I feel like the quote that's on it is just absolutely perfect for so many moms and dads and all the little cleaning ups that we do. Now, the cool part about this is the background papers, you can see I layered them in, were her finger paintings so that she could show just a little bit of her fun, and as she was 3 years old, it was just kind of silly jazz. But I also took her handprint and put it in the middle so we have that immortalized in our art. I think this is the cutest gift. If I was to get this as a Mother's Day gift, I would be so excited. So I wanted to share this idea with you. So the quote here says, "Every day I am exploring, touching everything I've found. I leave behind my little marks and handprints all around. You clean up those handprints, but someday when I'm thrown, you'll wish that you had just one handprint of your own. I made this just for you, so that when I'm tall, you will remember what my hand looked like long ago when I was small." So this next idea is just simple and sweet, and I picked it up from my local Big Lots, and it was not too expensive, but just kind of gives a really great aesthetic, and it is an LED lantern. And I just love this for the idea of those nights where your mom is just wanting a quiet summer night moment and she's out on the back porch just having a little her time. I think that this would be a very cute addition. So I wanted to share it with you. This is actually a gift for my mother-in-law for her birthday. Sorry if you're seeing this, Jeannie. But I think that this is just a really cute idea, and it's simple, it's sweet. If you don't have a lot of time, this is a really great way to go. I chose this for my mother-in-law because I thought that it would be really beautiful in her new little backyard that she's been working on. If your mom is anything like my mother-in-law or my mom or even myself, I'm sure that this will brighten their day. Okay, so this next gift idea I picked up at my local Lowe's, and it is just a really great gift, I think, for one of those moms who loves to grow plants and would love to have a garden with fresh herbs and stuff, but maybe doesn't have the space. Or maybe she has the space but wants to bring a little bit of that greenery inside. So here is my idea. It is just a little self-watering herb kit, and it is really cute looking. As you can see, this is what it looks like out of the box. And you basically plant the dirt in the tub, and the string goes down and the water below just kind of continually waters it. This is also a great plant for those moms that really want to have a green thumb but don't naturally. So this is a great one for me. I won't forget to water these. So I think that this is really sweet. There were also tons of other ideas at Lowe's. There were ones in little tins that had a very cute rustic look. There was this one in a wood planter with several different herbs. There were so many ideas, and I think that this is a little way to help also, kind of kill some of the ennui that sometimes moms feel. You look over and you see a fresh, vibrant plant, and it just kind of brightens your day. So this is my last gift idea for this episode, but make sure to stay tuned because after this we are going to be making eggs Benedict with homemade cream cheese Danishes with an orange berry syrup. Oh my goodness, guys, you don't want to miss it. But I'm really excited to show you this too because this is actually what we are giving our moms for this Mother's Day. And I won't lie, I'm totally jelly. Now I want one, but them first. Basically, this is what this looks like. I picked this up from Amazon, and I will make sure to have it linked down below. And it's basically a gardening bag that just has all of the goodies. And you can give it in a cute little box like this, but the way that we have chosen to do this is we have pre-filled the bags with all of the goodies. You can see that there's just all these kind of tools. There's a little clippers, spray bottle. They've even got the gloves with those hooks so you can dig in the ground. Which I found really amusing and cute to picture my mom and mother-in-law just digging in the ground like an animal. But anyways, what we are going to do, this little bag opens right up. And there's actually little pouches inside so that you can keep things really organized. This isn't just gonna be a bag where they throw all this stuff in there and it's just a jumble. It will definitely have the ability to stay organized, it looks like, really easily. But we are going to line this with plastic and fill this up with flowers. So it's like a flower basket filled in their little garden basket. I am so excited to give this to them. And if you guys wanna see how it turned out with the flowers, make sure that you're pardon me. Make sure that you are following me on my Instagram. I will make sure to link it right here, and I will make sure to put a post of this up before we give it to them. Obviously, I am not going to put any flowers or anything into it until that moment because I don't want anything to ruin these lovely gifts. Okay, so now we are gonna head to the kitchen where we are going to make homemade Danishes with a berry, like an orange berry syrup over top. They're really outstanding, as well as some eggs Benedict. Best part about these meals, they sound really fancy. They look amazing plated, but they really weren't actually as hard as I thought they would be. And they were pretty easy to make, so I'm really excited to share that with you. But really quick, I wanted to talk to you. So, if you are going to cook this or anything else for your mom on Mother's Day, make sure to clean up the mess. Otherwise, you're not really giving her a gift, you're giving her a chore. So, number one rule, if you're gonna cook for her, you gotta clean up the mess afterwards. And that brings me to my next tip. You can give your mom an IOU kind of coupon to say you'll clean the house. I remember as a kid, that was always what I would think of. Okay, well, I'll clean the house for my mom. We need to ask her what she'd want for Mother's Day. I want a clean house. Well, here's the thing. Just clean it. Don't make her ask you. Don't make her give her don't give her a coupon so that she's gonna have to come and then ask you to do this. Get up, get the house clean for her before she's awake. Do not do anything that could be dangerous if you are younger and out of your skill range. But, get the stuff cleaned up on your own. That is like the greatest gift for a mom. But enough of my jabbling, let's make it into the kitchen. So we're gonna start this recipe jamboree out by making our syrup. To do that, I'm using organic mixed berries that were frozen. I did about 3/4 of my pot. I don't know exactly how much that is. I'm gonna simmer these on low until they turn out looking like this. They're kind of starting to get soft, but not quite. And then I am going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. And I am going to stir that in really well because I want to make sure that I don't have any sugar sticking anywhere. And I'm going to let this continue to cook until my berries start to soften. At that point, I am going to add a dash of orange juice for a little bit of flavoring, and I will stir that in and then continue to let it cook. Once it is completely softened, I'm going to throw it into my blender and puree it and set it aside. I actually added just a dash of lemon juice as well because it was a little sweet for me, and it starts to thicken as it cools. You guys, this was an amazing jelly. We also had it on ice cream later. Now we're going to go ahead and make the filling for our Danishes, but make sure that you've already taken out your puff pastry because it needs to sit out a little bit so that it can soften. And we're going to add 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1 egg yolk, 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, as well as 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And I'm just going to go ahead and let this mix until it is nice and smooth, and then it is time to head over to our puff pastries.
Confetti on the floor, they're walking out the door. Yeah, all the lights come on, but you are still the one I want. Forget the mess we made, all the things we shouldn't have said. You let your guard down, so I let my guard down too. You are still the one, can't pretend that you're not. So I won't, no I won't. I know we got our
Start out by preheating your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, so I am cooking this on my stoneware, but you can also cook it on parchment on a baking sheet. But I've basically cut it into 6 sections here. You notice that I kind of put a little inner rectangle and then I poke it, and that's because it kind of just makes the filling stay in. I don't know why, but it does. And after that, I'm just going to spoon on my cream cheese filling, and I'm going to let it cook for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to pull it back out, and I am going to add my syrup that we just made and put it back in until the edges are nice and golden brown.
Confetti on the floor from the night before, but when the sun comes up.
Now this boiling water, I just go ahead and add a dash of vinegar, and that's supposed to make the eggs stay together better. I don't know if that's true, but that is what I have been told, so I'm going to listen. I put it into some kind of a spoon, and I just kind of gently place it into the water, and I cook it for about 4 minutes each, and then I'm going to set them aside. So you can kind of see, I was afraid at first that it was sticking. It definitely isn't. So while that's cooking, I am going to go ahead and prepare and cook up some Canadian bacon, and also our hollandaise sauce. So to do that, I have 2 egg yolks here, as well as 2 teaspoons of whipping cream, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And I am just going to add some salt to this. You were supposed to add pepper, but I didn't have any. It still tasted great. And I'm just going to whip this up together. And on the stove, I am going to start 2 tablespoons of butter to melt. And once that's done, I'm going to add it just a little bit at a time to my mix here, and that's because it's going to slow cook my eggs without curdling them. Now, just for safe measure, I went ahead and threw it on the stove for a couple seconds, and it did kind of start to go a little bit too far, but it made me feel a lot better. I'm not really kosher with raw eggs, but this was the perfect touch to these eggs. I had not ever actually had Eggs Benedict before, and now this is going to be something that I definitely have again. But let me know down below, do you like Eggs Benedict?
It's over, problems. Well, damn it, I don't care, 'cause everyone has gone home, but you still dance with me when the party is over. Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different.
Okay guys, we are done with this episode. I am so glad that you chose to join me today. I'm so grateful for your support. Don't forget to leave me a hello down below so that I can thank you and just see what you're up to. Don't forget to let me know, like, what have you been up to while you were watching today? Yes, Celine says hello as well. We really appreciate you. But also, make sure if you haven't done it before, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time with another episode coming soon.